Hey traders, John Howell here, and in today's video I've got something really awesome to share with you on an intraday basis on the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. I've been looking at that when it comes to the futures market, so I'm going to share that with you. I absolutely love that. And also, gold is about to break out. We're going to see a big move coming soon. Is it going to be up or is it going to be down in gold? Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, let's get straight into it. Like, subscribe, you know the commercial. And also guys, make sure you grab that 95% off link in description below to my Master Trader Lab, the entire Master Trader Lab, foundations, chart reading, 4 trading systems, mindset, you name it, all in there. Go grab it right now. Moving on now through to the Dow Jones, and what I was mentioning at the start of this video is this. I found something really interesting. Today, I was looking at I was actually trading the intraday charts. So for the last 3 hours before the market closed, I was looking at the futures markets and Forex markets and doing my trading and looking for trades and so on and so forth. So anyway, one thing I did notice, let me actually bring up the Dow Jones here now. And one thing I did, the S&P 500, one thing I did notice is this. I was looking at this S&P 500 chart. I'm like, okay, we all know that there's a such thing as a Fibonacci retracement. Okay. Now, if you don't, let me actually share something with you. With a Fibonacci retracement, there is a saying out there, and it's really strong, and that is, if a retracement retraces 50% or less and then continues, it's set to be a strong move. Okay, let me explain again. If a market runs from here to here, that there, and that there, and that's 50%, and it retraces 50% or less and then continues, that's set to be strong momentum in that direction. Strong momentum. Momentum is nice move up, pull back, and then a momentum continuation. With me so far? But what happens if we actually drop down through here and then we start to rally? Well, what happens there is that yes, we got it. Yes, we are getting momentum and the market's there stepping higher, but it's not as strong momentum as in the market coming around. It's around 50% Fibonacci. Okay. So one thing that we are looking at right now when I'm talking about that is you can see if I draw my Fibonacci levels from this latest low point through to here, and I'll get to intraday charts in just a minute, but let me draw this from there to there, as you can see, from there to there, and you can see what happened. Look at that, came right down to the 60% and then bounced up through there. Now, one thing that I can see that's happening through here, right? We had this very nice move up, and now we're having a bit of a pullback. So if I bring up the hourly chart, let me actually bring up this hourly chart here for a minute. And let me share with you what I'm seeing here on an hourly chart basis. And you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. So I can see, it's actually much harder to see it on this chart here. But if we go from the low through to the high point, look what happens. The low point of this retracement and the high point of this retracement came down and retraced 50%. On the futures market, it retraced actually right on 50%, and then we're starting to get a bounce. Not only are we getting a bounce, but if you actually start to see, we're actually starting to get also a nice level of retracements coming right back down to a level of support level through here. So we're getting a pullback through here at the 50%, and now we're holding. We had a bit of a gap here, as you can see, gap down and came and closed. So the purpose of me telling you that is that we still have, to this day, strong momentum on the upside. This is just a very nice, healthy bull market. Look at this back here. From there, from the low move to the high of the move, look what happened. Came down, actually retraced only 30% of that move, and then continued up. So we can see that that's what's happening through there. And if I bring up the Nasdaq as well too, the Nasdaq had something very similar as well. There's the 2 different gaps. There's one gap that the Nasdaq filled. And if I go from the low through to the high, you can see how it came all the way almost down to the 50% Fibonacci level, and actually got a bounce there. So we are still getting strong momentum in these markets. The markets are very, very strong, and I wouldn't be fighting this. Even if we do get a little bit of a pullback, guys, we are still in a very strong upward move. So trying to call a top or a crash or any of that sort of stuff, while I believe that that's coming soon, as in like not a crash, but a pullback in the markets, why I believe that's coming soon, because there's just too many people out there trading these markets right now. And what I mean by that is that, you know, I actually went to the dentist yesterday, and I spoke to the dentist, and the dentist lady is like, "Oh, my son's doing that right now." It's like, are you serious? Maybe that is a warning sign that we're at the top right now, and we're going to see a pullback in these overall markets. So we can see that for me personally, guys, I believe we're likely to continue holding here. There's no reason for this to say it's going to roll over yet. We are getting a little bit of a pullback, so even if we do get a little bit of pullback, I believe we're likely to go for a run and actually break to a new high. And same for the S&P 500. I believe we're likely to break. Once we break 3,600, guys, it is on like Donkey Kong. It really, really, really is. And it's going to be something as, it's going to be, I believe we're likely to see a really strong move. Like something like, if I go back to from the election time, 2000, I can't go back anymore. You know, no. Right, something like this. So something like, it's not a very big like solid bar green, like massive green bars, but nice just continuation of a movement up on the S&P 500 there. So that's what I'm seeing through there on the S&P 500. Now, let's go over to the gold chart. I want to share this with you. Look at this gold chart. Isn't she just a beauty? Now, looking at this gold chart, what do we have? We have a really nice triangle pattern that's forming, and it's about to break. You know that song, "Everything You Say to Me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break." Linkin Park. Give me a yes in the chat box below if you're a Linkin Park fan. Or give me a don't worry about that. Okay, cool. Let's back to the charts. So we're getting a nice triangle pattern through here. Really, really, really nice triangle pattern. The thing is that I'm bullish long-term gold. I really am. On the short terms, like, where's this going to break? Because once it does break, if we can get a break up and out, oh my goodness, guys, it is going to see some serious. We are about to see a serious move in these markets, and I would not want to be once this breaks, especially if it breaks up, then I see an all-time new high coming. So it's really, look at this here, really holding at this level through here. Had a little break below this low through here, and now we're into this triangle pattern. As you can see, this massive sort of triangle pattern on the gold chart. And once gold breaks, we're going to see a nice move. Now, especially if it breaks up and we get a nice sort of solid break up and out, then we're likely to see a very nice move once again. And once again, I truly believe that we're likely to see a move back above sort of the 20,050 level. If I go and actually bring up the gold chart, this is the gold chart. We're actually getting something very similar on the gold chart right now as well too. This has been developing as well. You can see a nice trend line coming up through there. And we bring up the last 6 months, yep. And then a nice trend line coming down through. But we're squeezing up into this overall triangle pattern. So if we can if we break up and out, then it's going to be a really, really, really big move. So let me know what you think in the chat box below, guys. Do you think gold is going to break up and out? And if so, new highs is probably likely to happen if that happens. Or do you think, you know what, they're probably going to slam it for a little bit, get people short or get people out of their longs, and then buy it back up? Let me know what you think in the chat box below. Guys, subscribe, bell button, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about today's video. And also, guys, once again, make sure you head on down to johnsflashsale.com, where I'm running that 95% off sale to my Master Trader Lab. Guys, there's over everything that has really helped me become a good trader over the last 16 years of trading these markets, I've actually put in the Master Trader Lab. Everything from the foundations of what goes into a good trader, chart reading section, chart reading mastery. Like there's something like 50, I think there's like 8 to 10 videos there. You got 4 trading systems, mindset, and so much more. So go to johnsflashsale.com. Grab the 95% off sale right now before it ends. Go to that right now, guys, and I'll speak to you real soon.